It's Friday, May 12th, 2017. I'm your host, Sarah Mantle. We have a great show in store for you today. First up, we're going to learn about a great free opportunity to try out a rowboat at Hyannis Beach. Then we'll find out what's happening at the Hyannis Youth and Community Center during our interview with General Manager Joe Izzo. And finally, we'll chat with Derek Lawson. He's the Marina Manager and Assistant Harbor Master. All of that on this episode of Barnstable Today. But first, let's go ahead and get a look at today's top headlines. The Housing Committee will discuss the Cape Cod Commission's housing market study next week. The committee will also hear from the Housing Assistance Corporation's CEO, Elisa Galazzi, as well as HAC's Director of Housing Development, Sandy Horvitz. The Housing Committee meets Tuesday, May 16th in the Selectmen's Conference Room. The Centerville, Osterville, Marston's Mills Fire District will hold a district-wide election Monday, May 15th. Polls will be open from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Centerville Fire Station on Route 28. The annual meeting will be held the following evening on Tuesday, May 16th at 7 at West Village's Elementary School Auditorium. Well, do you know a loved one or maybe even yourself that needs to plan for future funeral preparations? Or maybe you're just curious about the process. If so, the Structures and Grounds Cemetery Services will be holding a presentation at the Barnstable Senior Center with some other experts on May 12th from 1 to 4 p.m. All are welcome and admission is free. Call the Senior Center to sign up. The Department of Public Works will be improving Farm Hill Road in Marston's Mills. That project will begin Monday, May 15th. Improvements include street sweeping, drainage system repairs, and new asphalt pavement. Work is expected to be complete by Friday, June 9th. Vehicle access during construction will be restricted to one lane. Motorists are advised to seek alternate routes to avoid any delays. Work will be done between 7 a.m. and 5 p.m. Up next, we're going to learn about the Spring Rowing Rendezvous during our interview with organizer Bill Sterling. So, Bill, thank you so much for joining us today. Very excited to talk about the Spring Rowing Rendezvous. But before we talk about the event, I want to talk a little bit about the Cape Cod chapter of Traditional Small Craft Association. What is the association?
Well, the National Association is a group that started at Mystic Seaport back in the early 70s and to promote the use of small traditional rowing sailing craft. And locally, a friend of mine and I met at the Maritime Museum. We had both just finished building our own rowboats and sailboats, and we started going out rowing. We row year-round on the Cape waters here, and we felt that there would be many other people of the same interests. So we had joined the national program, so we started a local chapter. And since we both volunteer at the Maritime Museum, so they've been good enough to allow us to meet and use the museum facilities.
Let's talk about your volunteer experience. Probably many of our viewers who watch the program might know about the program through the Recreation Division run with the Cape Cod Maritime Museum. You actually volunteer to help kids learn how to build a boat.
Yes, they're mostly middle school children. We've been doing this for 4+ years now, and it's usually an after-school program where they come in and we prepare the boat kit, so they of course don't use the power tools and things, but we make all the pieces and then we put them together with the kids, and we try to incorporate some math using fractions and measuring and that sort of thing, and of course they learn hand tools and teamwork.
Yeah, teamwork is a pretty big, important skill to have.
Yes. And a lot of the kids are very excited about coming, each week.
And then seeing the end result is such an amazing experience. I know they've gotten out and they've gotten a chance to ride on the boat that they build. Seen that multiple times. Really cool. What is it like to see their faces when they see that they complete a boat?
It's satisfying that they've feel excited about it, and they are learning to do things with their hands, and that they can actually accomplish putting something together.
And building wooden boats, they can be so beautiful. It's almost like an art form, really. What got you into building boats?
Well, I'm a retired engineer, so I enjoy, building things and reading blueprints and things. And back when I bought my first sailboat, I needed a dinghy, so I built one. It's just the fun of putting a boat together and being able to use it. So I've built a number of boats now and haven't sold any of them. We still have them all.
So exciting. And now your group, the Traditional Small Craft Association, the chapter here on Cape Cod, you're with the Maritime Museum. You're holding a spring rowing rendezvous. This is really an awesome opportunity. Your group, you're going to take lots of boats over to Hyannis Beach for this event and allow people to try it out.
Yes. We had to do it, of course, before Memorial Day to have the Recreation Commission allow us to use the beach. So we picked May 20th, as close as we could get to the season. But we hope to have 15 to 20 different boats. We will have peapods, skiffs, dories, Adirondack, guide boats probably, wherries, and so people can try a lot of different types of boats and see how a well-designed rowboat can be rowed versus an inflatable or what most people have today, which are not really good rowboats.
So interesting too that so many of the people that are bringing their boats to participate in the event have built them.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool to see the finished product that they get to work on.
Yes, and of course we love talking about boats. So. And we'll be there to help people that have never rowed before, to get them the basics, and again, get them out on the water for short rows.
What amazes me too is that you don't have any fee for the event. You're doing this and just sharing your love with the community. So really a cool event for anyone who wants to get out on the water and try a rowboat, see what it's like.
Yes.
And so you guys will also be, if anyone, like you said, isn't experienced, you will be there to help. Is there anything individuals should bring with them? Do they need to bring a life jacket or anything like that?
We'll have life jackets, adult life jackets for sure, in each boat. If they're bringing children along, if they have a life jacket that fits their child, it'd be a good idea to bring that. We'll have some children life jackets, but depends on their size and all of that. So it'd be good if they bring that. And they should be prepared to get their feet wet, because getting in and out of rowboats on the beach, some of us will have boots because we row a lot in the wintertime, so we have boots. But if they have tall boots, it would make their life easier. Otherwise, they may...
Keep your feet nice and dry.
Yeah, well, and warm. It's going to be cool in May. The water's still pretty chilly, but that's really all they have to bring.
Wonderful. That and a smile, right?
Yes.
So May 20th, the Spring Rowing Rendezvous, 12 to 4 at Hyannis Beach. Thank you for joining us today, telling us all about this really cool event and your passion for boat building. We really appreciate it.
Well, thank you for having me.
My guest today was Bill Sterling. He is the president of the Cape Cod chapter of Traditional Small Craft Association. Now we're going to find out what's happening at the Hyannis Youth and Community Center during our interview with General Manager Joe Izzo. So Joe, thank you so much for joining us this morning. I want to talk about a couple events that just recently happened at the Hyannis Youth and Community Center. First, the Festival of Museums happened recently. How did that go?
That was a great event. It was took place on a rainy Saturday in our gymnasium, and the event was well attended by both vendors and consumers and human beings off the street. And it was really a really cool event there. They had a bunch of different stuff in the gym set up. They had an inflatable whale, a boat display. I even saw 2 snakes, which I steered extremely clear of. I did not get involved in any sort of serpent activity. But yeah, it was just an awesome event on Saturday, the Festival of Museums, and lots of great chatter in the building, lots of buzz, and people were excited, and there were lots of kids walking around, smiling, and having a good time. It was really, really cool.
And that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Definitely.
Making sure everyone has fun.
Definitely.
Also, you guys recently had a job fair. Was that as successful?
It sure was. Yeah, I think there were over 700 participants who came in and checked out the job fair that was put on by Cape Cod Media Group, and they were so excited and so pleased with not only the turnout and the venue and the vendors that they have, but they're already talking about doing another one in the fall.
Nice.
So, yeah, it was just kind of a really great week for us at the HYCC last week with a couple of different kind of events that are sort of outside of the norm for us.
Love seeing that, though.
Yeah,
Love
definitely.
seeing everyone take advantage of your facility, which is a fantastic facility.
Definitely.
I want to talk, too, program registration. That's open now.
Yeah, it started on the 9th, May 9th, and that's for the summer programs, everything from learning how to swim at the beaches to soccer in the skate park and learning how to ice skate and basketball and volleyball and summer leagues and just a ton of stuff to do. Not only here at the HYCC, but throughout the town of Barnstable. So you can go online and check out the different programs that are available, or if you're in the neighborhood and you want to stop in and pick up a brochure or ask some questions to anyone here in the building, we'd be happy to kind of speak to everyone about what we have, whether it's for little ones or mid ones or older ones.
Yeah, so something for everyone. And
Definitely.
one of the things I love about the recreation programs is that they're so affordable for families. I know the town of Barnstable really tries to just break even, just to run the program. They're not really making any money on the program. So I love seeing that it really is accessible to families.
Oh my goodness, yes, yeah, no question about it. Whether it's the leisure program, which runs throughout the entire summer, or any of these weekly programs that we offer here in the building or at one of the fields in town, they're all reasonably priced, and in the event that you cannot meet the cost, we have mechanisms in place to help people get their kids involved, and we don't want to let anything sort of be a deterrent from getting kids involved in whatever the activity may be. So if you qualify for financial aid, we can help you out that way, or look for scholarships, and just to keep kids active and doing fun stuff throughout the summer.
Yeah, so important.
Definitely.
Really. I want to talk to you too. Are you going to still have open skating times throughout the summer as well, Joe?
Definitely, yeah. We're planning our summer schedule now, and that includes public skating pretty much every single day, with an occasional couple of days off here and there, depending on what we have going on as far as big events in the facility over the summer. But the plan is for a lot of public skate this summer, a lot of open gym, and obviously the walking track, as you know, is open almost every single day and gets a ton of usage, and we plan for that to continue throughout the summer as well.
Wonderful. Well, thanks for catching up with us today,
Oh, sure.
telling us everything that's happening at the Hyannis Youth and Community Center. We really appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. Thank you, Sarah.
All right. Look forward to chatting with you again in a couple weeks.
You too.
Thanks,
you.
Joe. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Our guest today, Joe Izzo, he's the General Manager of the Hyannis Youth and Community Center. Joining me now live on the phone, we have Derek Lawson. He is the Marina Manager and Assistant Harbor Master for the town of Barnstable. Derek, I want to talk to you about a really exciting project I think that has been completed. You'll be able to tell us more about that in a second. The Prince Cove Marina Bulkhead Project. Where are we on that project?
You are correct. It has been completed. It was completed about May 1st. And what we did is we put a new steel bulkhead at the marina. We put some new power pedestals down there. We have a new paved entrance. We will have some new lighting that's on our punch list. We will be getting to that here shortly. We have a larger parking area, and you'll see some new landscaping coming in down there as well.
Wow, so a lot of changes.
A lot of changes, yes, you're correct.
So for someone like me who may not really know a lot about this type of thing, what is a bulkhead and what does it do?
Basically, it keeps... it ties up where a new whaler system has gone in. Helix anchors hold back some steel sheeting. Basically, it gives you an area where you can tie up vessels and place docks on the water.
Oh, wonderful. Now, how often are facilities like this replaced or upgraded? It seems to me it wouldn't be very often.
It's not. This is going to extend the life of this bulkhead for quite some time. There was a cement bulkhead in there prior, And what they did is they put in the steel in front of the cement, and with the helix anchors and a whaler system, they tied it back through the cement and then added more cement. So this will be the bulkhead throughout my lifetime. We won't have to replace this one for at least, I'd say, about 30 years or so.
And I'm sure people who are using Prince Cove Marina are also very excited about upgrades or a larger parking lot. Seems to me more people may be able to use it if the parking lot is more equipped to handle the traffic.
That is correct. I was going to mention that we do have available transient dockage. If you want to give us a call down at the marina, our dockmaster will assist you there, as well as you can use the marina to park and bring your kayaks, your paddle boards, and you can launch from there. It's a really nice area. It's a well-protected cove, and there's the Marston's Mill River, which you can paddle out through before you get into North Bay.
Wow, awesome. How long did this project take to complete?
Actually, the construction company did a very good job. They were there for about 2 months. And we really needed to get it done before May 1 for our slip holders. Our slip holder contracts run from May 1 until October. And so they really pushed it. We did have some poor weather recently. We've had a lot of rain. But I believe they did a really good job, and they finished right on time.
Wow, I didn't even think about the rain, but you are correct. We have had a lot of really crappy weather, so glad to hear that they finished everything up. Anything else about this project that you'd like our viewers to be aware of?
If I've seen a lot of folks already come down and check it out. It came out very, very nice, and right now we're very, very happy with it.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, telling us all about this Prince Cove project. We really appreciate it.
Okay, Sarah, thank you very much.
Thanks
Have a good
so much. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Our guest today, Derek Lawson. He's the marina manager and assistant harbor master. Well, just last week, the Hyannis Art Shanties opened just earlier this month. Very excited about it. We're going to tell you more on this special segment. So, Melissa, it's so great to be here.
It's my summertime office,
yes,
Sarah.
Oh, you're lucky.
Yeah.
You're so lucky. Yeah, this is so beautiful down here, Bismore Park, right on the harbor. And I can't believe it, but today the shanties are opening. So very excited.
It is really exciting. I feel as though I can't believe it's been this is the 13th season. The program started in 2005, and I feel like this is the luckiest season yet.
It's got to be. 13 is my lucky number. So we're flipping it. We're going to make it a lucky year. How many artists will be participating this season?
This season we have over 95 artists coming in and out. They rotate weekly. Different artists come each week, and some will repeat a week in the season, give or take, but they come in, and that has grown from the first year where there were only 11 who stayed the entire season. That's what I mean by rotating, where these are their seaside studios, but they rent them weekly, and the program runs from May right through Columbus Day.
Yeah, so exciting. Now, in the beginning of the season, so right now it's going to be open on the weekends, so yes. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, of course Memorial Day.
They'll be open as well.
Yep, but then when do they open 7 days a week?
They open 7 days a week, June 12th. They always, throughout the season, are open from 11 a.m. Starting now, right through Labor Day, open till at least 8 o'clock. And we always put that because, they all love to meet people and will stay as long as people are around and coming through, but you will always find them at least 11 to 8.
Now, have you heard back from a lot of artists over the years? I know it's been a few years since it's been going. Have you heard back feedback, and are they liking the program?
Oh my goodness, Sarah, they love the program, and I do hear from artists year after year. Some return and have a little stay, others move on, and that's the idea behind the program. It's an incubator program. Some have never before sold their work. This gives them such an affordable, beautiful opportunity to work and sell right from these shanties. They've moved on to selling. Now we're at the age where they can sell online, but they also go to other galleries, they wholesale, and they just learn so much from each other as well.
Yeah, it's got to build a community between artists.
Sure.
But such a cool experience to be here right near, I mean, we're right in the middle of the action. So the harbor is here, the ferries are coming in and
Yes.
out. There are restaurants and hotels and motels all around. So a lot of people walking through this area. It really gives the artists a lot of exposure.
It sure does, and you're steps away from a thriving Main Street, so you get everybody coming and going all day long. I think where you ask too, what they love about it is it's all about the stories. It's the stories of the artists themselves, how they started their work, their history, and then the stories of the people they meet, not just from around the region, but really from around the world that come through here, and where their artwork ends up, and that's a big thrill.
Now, last year we see additions every year. The
Yes.
last couple years, I think you've worked with Love Local to have someone perform a local musician, singer-songwriter
Yes.
series. So you can even catch musicians
Absolutely.
here. You have stuff for kids, so lots of fun activities here.
We do, and you can find them, of course, on artsbarnstable.com. That will link you through to our 2 cultural districts, in fact, all 7 villages in town, but specifically for the programs here in the cultural district and at Bismore Park, we have some new things this year. We've added a live lunch music series that I'm thrilled about. So on Friday afternoons from 11:30 to 1:30, right through the entire season, you can come down and catch a musician. There's also music Thursdays and Saturdays. Another thing that I'm really excited about, Sarah, is right here at Bismore Park, we also have a welcome center. The Gateway Greeters, who help people with parking, also help them learn all about the area and more specifically about the town of Barnstable. And we have a program coming every Monday and Thursday where staff from various departments will be here with hands-on activities to let people know the wonderful resources in town. Everything from our natural resource officer to even the health department is doing something fun to learn about the good and bad bacteria.
Oh, awesome. That is so cool.
Yeah.
Love the program here. Love that it keeps growing. What do you see for the future of the program?
It just is growing by leaps and bounds, and I'm not ready to reveal it yet for our next interview, but we are expanding the shanty program, so that will be next, where artists will have even more opportunity in other areas along the walkway to the sea to work and sell.
Can't wait. Well, thank you
Yes.
for giving us an update. We're very excited.
Thank you
It's
so
here
much.
and it's open and going. Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you so much, Sarah.
Now let's find out what's happening around town in today's community calendar. Well, if you're looking for a fun Friday night activity that includes musical entertainment and refreshments, you can join the Hyannis Public Library fundraiser at Cape Cod Beer tonight, Friday, May 12th. The event kicks off at 7. Tickets can be purchased at the event at the library beforehand for just $25. And of course, we'll be back Monday with another great show for you. There are no board, committee, or commission meetings today. On Monday, we'll chat with Cape Cod Community College Communications Director Michael Gross. We'll also learn about the upcoming Barnstable High School Senior Art Show. That's going to be exciting. And we will also talk with, we're going to learn more about, you know what? I'm forgetting the third item. But we're going to have a great show for you on Monday. We'll see you then. For Barnstable Today, I'm Sarah Mannel.